What's up, everybody, and welcome to my WolfPak bag review series. I am not affiliated with WolfPak in any way, shape, or form, but I do love their bags. I have quite a few, and I've had them for quite some time now. Some of them up to 2 years, the majority at least up to 6 to 8 months. So I'm not going to be one of those people that bought it and it's like, here's a month review or 2 months. Like, I've used these bags, I've utilized them for different things, and so I am going to give you guys an honest review and in-depth look into all of them. And that way you can see which bag fits your lifestyle best. With all that being said, why don't we get into today's review? All right, so in today's review, we are going to be taking a look at the WolfPak 40-liter standard duffel bag. Now, the reason I say 40-liter standard duffel bag is because they do have a 40-liter meal management bag. Now, that one only does come in the black colorway. As with the 40-liter, they've released very different colorways. This one was, I believe, their second colorway was the green one right here. And green is my favorite color, so I definitely had to pick this up for my new gym bag. So me personally, I'm not a backpack gym bag type of person. Now, if I was, I would probably go with the 35 or the 45-liter backpack by WolfPak. So when they did introduce this duffel bag, I was super excited. It started with the 20-liter mini, which I bought and I used as a gym bag for a bit and I loved. But then we rolled into the colder weather and I kind of needed some more space, and that's when they announced the 40-liter, and that is exactly what I needed. Not only does it carry all my extra layers that I need sometimes in the winter, it also carries my tripod. And when I was getting ready for my show, I was filming every workout, so I needed that space for my filming equipment as well as my gym equipment. So this bag is the same bag as the meal management, just the only difference being it has no meal management capacity. So for this one, instead of a meal management capacity, it has a shoe or wet clothes, dirty clothes pocket. So this pocket does go into the bag, so it does take up a bit of space, not too much. But if you don't want to use it, you can still use it as a more shallow pocket, and it does zip up on the inside, and it is able to be put away as well. So why don't we take a more in-depth closer look at this bag? As with all their bags, they do have a patch system on the two front pouches right here, as well as the middle section right here. You do get the two EDC style pouches up front. You get the Velcro pockets right here, which comes with a more soft felt lining right there if you want to put your phone, the screen facing that way. That's really what that's for. And then we do also have this inner pocket right here. This is where I put my keys, my wallet, my AirPods and stuff like that. I also have chapstick in here because my lips always seem to get chapped when I'm going to the gym. Same pocket on this side. And then we do have this front pocket as well. And this is where I actually store my knee wraps. They fold up and they store in there nicely. And I still have some space up here if I want to put something in here as well. Now, on this side, this is where I carry my shakers. So I can carry, two shakers if I need to, or I can open this up and make it a larger pouch. On this side, I have my wrist wraps. I have like two pairs of wrist wraps because you never know. Sometimes they get sweaty and stuff, so you hang them out to dry or you wash them and you forget. So we have wrist wraps. We have an extra pair of uh, wrist straps in case I forget my other ones, my main ones. So that's that. And we actually have 3 pairs of wrist wraps in here, so I'll never go without. So that's going to fit right in there. And then we're going to just shove all the extra wrist straps in here, zip this up. And then on this side, you do get some buckles right here, which can hold a belt or a foam roller. As you can see, am holding my weightlifting belt right there on the outside. It still does actually fit on the inside, but it's just nice and easy because then I can just slip it in and out. But at the same time, it does slip in and out quite easily, so I got to be careful with that. This is that shoe pocket compartment right here. I do have a shoe bag right here, as you can see, in case I do want to put my shoes in there. Currently, it is zipped up closed, so that way you can't push it out. So that way it's not taking up space on the inside. But yeah, there's that compartment there. And so let me zip this up right here. Now, I will say this is probably the only bag that I have ever had a QC issue with, but it was primarily because of what I've done with the bag. I use it every day, And I think I might have tightened up the strap on this side a little too much, that it was pulling this way, and I had stuff in here pulling that way, and it kind of tore that inside pocket that um, zips up the shoe bag, but it still stays put away, so it's not a big deal. On the back side, we do have this Velcro pocket right here. That way you can put stuff in there. And then we do also have a secret compartment in case people like to steal from you at the gym. You can put, say, your wallet, your keys, and your phone and AirPods down here if you need to or if you like. And it's still all protected by a hard uh, leather shelf down here with these little metal studs, so the bottom never actually touches the ground. The studs keep it up off the ground, which is nice. So you do get a strap right here, and if you don't want it, you can just unclip it and not use it right there. So you can take that off, and you can just use the handles right here, or you can also, use that whole Velcro system with the handles right there. Now, the great thing about this bag is that not only is it spacious, but it also opens up pretty much entirely. So it's great for when you're packing and when you're trying to look for things in your gym bag. So we'll open this up. First off, we have this netted pocket right here. I always throw my sunglasses in here, just really quick and easy. We have a laptop padded pocket in here, but this is where I throw my knee sleeves. So just like with the wrist wraps, I do carry a spare set of knee wraps right here, or knee sleeves, I should say. Knee wraps were in the front, so I do have my main ones right here in the computer compartment because they slide in, and then they do have this little Velcro latch right here. Fits it in nicely, and as you can see, quite spacious to fit all my stuff. So I do have my sweater, and then normally if I'm wearing my sweater, it's not in here, or I could even just stack it on this side, and I have this entire compartment area free and clear, and I have my main set of wrist wraps and um, grips right here. So I have those there. I have that there. I have my two towels. I have a spare shirt, spare tank top. I have some sweats, and I have a vest in case it's like cold but not too cold and stuff like that. I haven't worn it in a while, but I always keep it in my gym bag just in case. So yeah, that's pretty much everything in my gym bag and everything that I use the WolfPak 40-liter duffel bag for. Before I do that, I do want to show you where the QC issue is, and that's right here. So as you can see, it's kind of just torn and everything. So I'm pretty sure it was just too tight up here, and then moving it, using it every day, kind of just stretched it and tore it. So it is what it is. It's a very minor thing. It's not anything that's impeding my use of the bag. And like I said, out of the 9 WolfPak bags that I have, or more, I would say, it's the one QC issue I've had, and it doesn't do anything to prevent me from utilizing this as a proper gym bag. So not a big deal in that sense, but overall, an absolute beast of a bag, especially if it's your gym bag. But you could definitely fit everything you need in here. If you commute to work and you go straight to the gym, you could definitely have all your clothes in here ready to go, plus all your gym necessities as well, and probably even just another tub of protein, to be honest. That will probably fit in there standing up as well. So that has been my review of the WolfPak 40-liter duffel bag. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions about it, and I will try to answer to the best of my ability. Do you have any of the duffels? Do you prefer the duffel versus the backpack? Are you a backpack gym bag person, or are you like me and just more of a duffel bag gym person? Before this, I had a Kong bag for the gym, and I still had the other WolfPak backpacks, but I just wouldn't take them to the gym. That's just me personally. I've always grown up as duffels are for the gym and backpacks are for everyday and other day uses. And I know that you don't have to necessarily stick to that mentality or train of thought, but for me, it just makes things easier. So, especially with this being so spacious, like I said, I can fit all my extra layers in the winter, plus all my filming equipment when I need it. It's an absolute beast and an amazing bag. And as with all WolfPak bags, they do come with that waterproofing layer stuff on it. So everything's going to stay safe, dry in this bag, even on a rainy, cold day. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this review of the WolfPak 40-liter duffel bag. And as always, have a great fucking day.